Good morning, everybody. This is Mr. Dakota from St. Paul High School. This video is for my grade 8 pre-algebra class. Today's date is December 8th, 2020. Today I'm going to introduce some statistical concepts. The concepts we're going to be talking about today, most of you might have seen these before. If you haven't seen them, don't worry about it. I have the vocabulary here for you. We can talk about it. We'll be working with these numbers. And as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. So, the mean is the average, statistical average. So, I think everybody's familiar with this. You add up the amount of numbers you have, all the numbers you have, and then you divide by the amount of numbers that were total. So, add up all the numbers and then divide by the total amount of numbers. So, if you had 5 numbers, you would add them all up and then divide by 5. If you had 6 numbers, you would add them all up and divide by 6. Okay, so that is your mean. The mode is the number that occurs most often. Now, there does not always have to be a mode. There can be more than one mode, or there might not be any modes at all. Okay, it's just the number that occurs most often. Okay? The median is the middle number if odd amount of numbers. Okay? What you're going to do is you're going to arrange the numbers from either low to high or high to low, and it'll be the middle number if there are an odd amount of numbers. Okay, and I'll explain this. If there's an even amount of numbers, after you've arranged them from high to low, it would be the average of the 2 middle numbers. Okay, and I'll explain that. I've got 2 different examples over here to show you. And finally, the range is the difference between the high and the low. So you would subtract the lowest number from the highest number, and that'll give you the range of values. Okay? So, for this exercise, you will need a calculator, so make sure you have a calculator. So let's take a look here at a couple different things. So the first thing that I'm going to do for both of these sets of numbers, notice I have an odd amount of set of numbers and an even amount of set of numbers, okay? Because I'm going to write them I like writing them from low to high. You can go high to low or low to high as long as you write them in some sort of order. Okay, so I'm going to go low to high. So I have 8, 9, 10, 10, and 12. So 8, 9, 10, 10, 12. Okay, and over here, we're going to do 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? Now, let's take a look. So, the mean is the average. So I'm going to add these up. So I have 8 plus 9 plus 10 plus 10 plus 12. So the total for this is 49. And I'm going to divide it by 5. Because there are 5 numbers. So 49 divided by 5 is equal to 9.8. So my mean is 9.8. So that's the average number. Okay? My mode is the number that occurs most often. And if you look, 10 occurs twice. There's no other number that does that. So my mode is 10. Okay, the median is the middle number. So, since we have an odd amount of numbers, we have 1, 2, this is the middle number, then 1, 2. So, the median is 10 as well. And then we need to find the range. So the range, I'm going to do 12 minus 8, which is equal to 4. I subtracted the low from the high, as shown here. So the range is 4. Okay? So that's with an odd amount of set of numbers. Let's see what happens with an even amount of numbers. It's a little bit different, but not very much. Okay? So the mean, we're going to add them up. So we have 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, okay, is equal to 14. And we're going to divide that by 4, because there's 4 numbers. Okay? So the mean, okay, 14 divided by 4 is 3.5. Okay? Now, we're going to look at the mode. Okay? The mode, we have no numbers. Okay? So we're going to write, we're just going to write none. Okay? Because there's no mode. Okay? The median is the middle number. Now, if you look, there's 2 middle numbers. There's a 3 and a 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 plus 4 is 7, and divide that by 2. We're going to take the average of those two middle numbers. So 7 divided by 2, the median is 3.5. Okay? And finally, the range, okay, is the difference between the high and the low. So we're going to do 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. Okay? They're all very similar. It isn't very difficult. The first thing you should be doing is writing your numbers either from low to high or high to low. Make sure you understand your vocabulary, what each one entails. Okay, show your work, and there should not be any issues. As always, I will have a worksheet to accompany this worksheet. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Thank you and have a good day.